for tuning in to today's broadcast.
Okay, do you know you can actually consume, let's use something weak, what I would call weak, a cooler. We'll use it. I don't know if they still do wine coolers. I don't know because I don't drink. How you? No, I'm just saying. Right. So all right. So you do something like a wine cooler. Do you know you can drink enough wine coolers to parallel drinking Jack Daniels?
Amen. Yes, you can.
And you know most of the time you will. Got amen from the minister up front here. Let the camera show the minister now. All right. So let me help you out. Do you know you're more likely to drink, to be more drunk off of a wine cooler than off of some hard liquor?
That's right.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out. Why? Because you're overconfident because it's supposed to be weak. So you drink more. And faster. First of all, hard liquor is nasty. Hard liquor is nasty. It got a taste to it. And you're saying to yourself, I could possibly get drunk off this the first drink. So you're a little skittish, but some of y'all, once you had the first drink and you drunk, you're done then. That's the whole point of the alcohol. It makes you want more. But a cooler, a wine, listen, I went over a friend's house. He used to get drunk off hard liquor. So he's Christian now. So we go visit. He said, hey, Keith, you want something to drink? I said, I don't drink. I'm a Christian. I said, I don't drink. So this was champagne. I saw the same person I used to see when we used to get drunk together. Only he just had more champagne. Oh, did I mess y'all up? I blew a hole in your cooler thing? Man, my bad. Ask me, do I care? Not today. I really don't care. So, you got to choose.
Yes.
You going to come here to truth or you going to run back to the cooler? What's important now? Let's deal with some reality here.
Amen.
To be filled with the fullness of God, or to be filled with the fullness of alcohol? Amen. Choose ye this day whom you serve.
Yes.
Yeah, because they don't like the whole fire and brimstone, right? Yeah.
Love it.
I can't believe I'm not going back to that church. Listen, if you say that, then you wasn't here in the first place. You was in the building, but you wasn't here. Anyway, All right. So the scripture says in Romans 3:11, it says it's high time for us to wake up. It's time to wake up. And two things happen when you wake up. Romans 13:11. All right. Two things happen when you wake up. One, you'll discover one that you're either in illusion. Illusion is something that appears to be real, but it's not. All right. Or you're in reality, which is a manifested truth. It's a genuineness, right? So what we talked about in 1 Corinthians 13. Now, the interesting thing is, if we're in illusion, which is a mistaken sensory perception, so your sense is telling you you're perceiving something that's not there. Your senses are your senses. The scripture says the just shall live by faith. It says if you're a man of God, you're led by the Spirit of God. It didn't say you're led by your senses.
Amen.
So your senses will tell you a lot of things. You know, there are people that lose their legs and their senses tell them that their leg is still there. You know, people lost the leg that had the pain and they're still sensing pain. It's an illusion. It's gone. You get healed, you'll find yourself looking for the pain.
Amen.
But it ain't there no more. That's an illusion. You can't trust your senses, your feelings. Okay, I just gave you other people's example. Just use the example that happened this week. Or use the example that happened last week or last month or 2 years ago. Your feelings told you something that wasn't real.
Amen.
And you going to trust you? If I tell you something that ain't true, you ain't going to trust me no more. You don't trust your cousin no more. You don't trust your sister. You don't trust your brother. Some of you don't trust your mama or your daddy because of one thing they told you was wrong.
Amen.
Your sense has been lying to you last 25 times. And you trusting them again? Treat them like you treat everybody else.
Amen.
Senses, I trust you no longer. I can't depend on you. You've been lying to me for years. How come your senses get a pass, but the people don't get a pass?
Amen.
Amen. That's good. Amen.
Help me out with that. You trusted your feelings yesterday. Based on what? Their track record? Everybody else got to have a track record. But your senses don't need no track record.
Come on now.
That's good.
So what made you think, when you caused that argument, I ain't going to talk about you just defended yourself. When you caused that argument, and all your ammunition for the argument was your senses, how you felt. How are you sitting there going toe-to-toe with somebody based on the background information your research analyst feelings told you? You're making a court case based on your feelings?
My God.
Some of you are mad at God because your feelings gave you some background information. He's like, no, I can't, God, I'm mad at God. Can't believe God let this happen. Because of what your feelings said? What are we doing here?
Make it plain.
Interesting. Some of you have alienated relationships. You know, they don't like me. They're against me. Based on what? You talk to the person? No, your feelings told you. They're against you, Lauren. They think you spooky. So your feelings tell you that, and you alienate yourself for something that's a benefit to you?
Amen.
Interesting. I wish we got that kind of pass. Your feelings be getting all the props. But anyway. All right, so if we're in illusion, we're dealing with mistaken sensory perception. Or we're dealing with something that's even worse, delusion. See, the interesting thing is an illusion is something that's not real. A delusion is I'm locked into believing something that's not real.
Jesus.
Amen.
Illusion could be offering something that's not real. You have the opportunity to accept it or reject it. It's one thing to fall for it. It's another thing to defend it.
Amen. Yes. Yes.
It's one thing to fall for an illusion. It's another thing to defend it. That's why they call you delusional. You fighting for that thing. I know what I'm talking about. This, that, no. Really. Everybody else in the room sees you're a fool. But you're spending all your time proving you're not a fool, which is making you look more like a fool.
Yeah.
Because in reality, you tripping.
That's right.
You're lazy. You're lying. Oh, my bad.
Come on with it.
That was not me. All right, so you either, what did I say? You either illusion or delusion, locked into believing an illusion in the face of truth. See, if you get caught up in illusion and delusion, what you're doing is you're allowing the devil to date rape your dreams. So the whole time you're feeling good and he's still in your dreams. But you're in illusion or delusional. You're actually defending him still in your dreams. You know, somebody's in a relationship, you're like, they're taking everything from you. And you're like, no, they're wonderful people. Y'all just don't understand. They're there for me. But the whole time, you've changed your pattern. You were locked in on your dream, but now you get exposed to this relationship with either this young lady or either the internet or either this bottle. And everybody's telling you it's still in your dreams. You tripping. You just don't understand. They're there for me. Really? Seriously now? Date raping your dreams. Just stealing them from you. And so you don't want to do that, right? All right, so what we need to do in the Romans 3, wake up.
Wake up.
Hey, God has a message today. Wake up. Your life is falling.
Yeah.
Wake up. Oh, hey, wake up. Your life is falling. And if you're delusional if you're not recognizing it is. You're doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So I just work with juveniles. I used to tell this story. I've told it 1,000 times. Okay, because I had to be simple to them. I said, okay, what you do is you get on the ladder. You walk up the ladder. There's 3 buttons. The red button, the blue button, and the green button. And if you push the wrong button, you fall into a trap door. So you go up. And you push the blue button. Boom! Trap door. So you go, okay, I've learned my lesson. Push the blue button, down the center, and I fell into the trap door. Go back up the ladder. I'm going to push the right side of the blue button this time. Yeah. Push the right side, trap door. Go back up, push the left side, push the top, push the bottom. You're pushing the same button. Come on.
All right, now.
But you're so prideful, so delusional, you're defending pushing the same button. Because your pride says, I chose that button the first time, it has to be right. No, it's wrong, you're wrong, change what you're doing.
Amen.
Amen.
It's not complicated.
Amen. Amen.
It's not complicated. You making it complicated because of your pride. I'll show you. We'll see. Do we want to? Because I already see. You're going to see. That's the key. I remember my son. I was like, son, you probably want to do this different. You about to, listen, you have these opportunities, but you got to finish strong. You got to follow through. This ain't the time to be dropping your guard. He didn't say it, but I'm a discerner. I'm a man of God. I can see it all in his eyes. We'll see. That's what you think. We'll see. And I was like, okay. There's a part of me as a parent that says, okay, good, let's see, so you can feel the sting and pain of your choices and maybe you'll listen. But then I'm a parent. No, even if he sees, I'm feeling it because I'm going to deal with the pain too. I love my son. I don't want to see him go through nothing unnecessarily. So it's like I'm stuck like, okay, he'll learn his lesson, but Lord, can he learn another way? Because no matter what, I told you so ain't going to help me. Just now I got to help you out from there.
That's right.
But I wouldn't have to use all this energy to help you from there if you listened the first time.
Amen.
Yes, y'all think I'm talking to my son? Okay, I'm just making sure y'all paying attention to everything that God is doing here today so we could be on the same page. Scripture says there's a way that seems right to a man. Seems right. Feelings motivated. Delusional. It says, but the end thereof. Let's go to Proverbs, man. Let's go to Proverbs. So y'all don't take my word for it. Remember that, baby? I say that all the time. Don't take my word for it. It's in the book. All right, so Proverbs 14, verse 12. It says, there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. So look into the scripture. It says, there's a way that seems right to a man. Singular. Way is singular, right? That sounds singular, right? But then, what does the second part say?
But the end
Thereof.
is
Ways.
the ways of death.
Key point what? But the end thereof are ways of death. You take one way wrong, and you find a whole smorgasbord of options to destroy yourself. The plural. It just shifts the plural. Yeah. Right, let's go to Proverbs 16. Look at this. Key word here is all. Chapter 16, verse 2. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes. But the Lord weigheth the spirits. He testeth the spirit. But to that person, all their ways, listen, you ever notice how you have almost like a lawyer or a congressman's way of breaking down everything you do? If somebody asks you, so why are you doing that? Well, basically, I've analyzed situations to come to the psychological conclusion that if you go this path, it really leads to a positive and great outcome. You may go through a process for a particular period of time. Some people may or may not be in agreement with your functionality, but when you really break it down, your functionality is going to lead to a process that's going to produce a replenishing effect on the masses. That sounds great. But you ain't saying nothing. but it sounds good to you. You know what I'm saying? You be like, that was sweet. To yourself, you say.
Thanks for tuning in to today's broadcast. To view videos or make donations, feel free to access our website at www.heirscc.org.